Hello and welcome to day 4 of this yoga course. In this video you might find a cushion or a block to sit on useful, and also a yoga strap or a tie. We're going to start lying down. Yes, nice way to start. And joining in, just be aware of your toes and wriggle and move your toes. Wow, I can feel my toes, my physical body. It's lovely. Thank you, toes. And bringing movement into the ankles, rotating one at a time or both together. I can feel my ankles moving. Then aware of knees, bending and straightening knees. Thank you to my knees. And then hips, moving the hips, maybe circles, hip circles, maybe backwards and forwards, a bit like bicycling. Feeling hip joints with a thank you. Feet on the floor, aware of the trunk of the body, wriggling and moving, maybe bridge, maybe hugging knees, maybe twists, feeling, wriggling, moving with a thank you. Move to your hands and fingers, feeling, wriggling, moving. Thank you, amazing physical body. Wrists. Moving elbows. I rarely even consider my elbows, but aren't they marvellous? So thank you, elbows. Moving into shoulder circles, wriggling, moving shoulders with a thank you. Head, neck and face. Feeling this physical body, moving face, eyes. Aware of your sense organs, how wonderful they are. A thank you, this physical body, a thank you. Move the arms to the breath now, lifting the arms just a little way as you inhale, lowering as you exhale. Keep going in your own time, taking the arms a little bit further each time. Perhaps beginning to slow the movement. Match to your breath, whatever rhythm that is today. Encouraging the breath now to slow and deepen, become smooth. And as you slow the breath and slow the body, it does calm the mind. Taking the arms as far as is comfortable for you, and this time make this the longest inhalation you've done so far today. Inhale and inhale and inhale, and likewise the longest exhalation you've done so far today. Exhale and exhale more, and exhale and exhale. And keep going. Next inhalation, long, 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 long. And more inhale. And a long, 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 long exhalation. And more and more and more. Wonderful. Couple of normal breaths in between if you wish, but this time with the next inhalation, inhale, and as you inhale, stretch. Long inhalation and stretching away, And as you exhale and return the arms, a long, long exhalation, and relax and relax and relax and relax. Once more, the inhalation, stretching and lengthening, and inhale a little bit more, a little bit more. And the exhalation, long, long exhalation, a little bit more, and relax and relax and relax. And once more in your own time. Wonderful. Well done joining in. Marvelous practice. Just breathing normally, have a gentle wriggle, anything you would like to do for a moment. Become aware now of a sense of life within. You're aware of the physical body, aware of this breath and our ability to take control of the breath and use the breath. And now have a sense of being alive. Notice how that feels. You may like to visualize this sense of life, maybe as a sparkling, happy movement inside you, like bubbles in water. You might like to visualize light within. In yoga, this is your prana, your life energy. So we're going to visualize moving this life energy. So starting with visualization in the toes, just moving this sparkling light up the length of the legs, the trunk of the body to the top of the head. And as you exhale, move the sparkling light from the top of the head down the body to base of the toes. And keep going. If you wanted, you could move the arms at the same time as the visualization. But you don't have to. You could just use the visualization. Sparkling, happy light, your life, moving as you inhale from the toes to the top of the head, and as you exhale from the top of the head down to your toes. Visualizing your life within, a sense of life energy, bringing happiness, bringing peace. Then add a gentle smile to your face and coming around and onto hands and knees for cat. Cat, done every day in this course so far. It's posture worth doing every day. You may, this time as you come onto your hands and knees, consider where you place the weight through your hands. So sometimes if you're being a bit slack in your hands, the weight just pours into the heel of the hands. But ideally we want the weight right around the circle of the palms. So as you come onto hands and knees, just feeling where the weight goes through. As you take the shoulders backwards from the hands, you may find it easier to place the base of the fingers onto the mat and get some weight going through the base of the fingers, so the hands and the arms are active. And once you've got that feeling, just see how far forward you can bring the shoulders and it still feels okay, that you're not just collapsing through the heels of the hands. Not everybody's happy like this, and you may find your fingers aren't that happy stretched. So you might be able to make it a little bit more comfortable by maybe folding up the mat so it's a little bit softer under the heels of the hands, or using 2 blocks or a cushion. Ensure the hands remain shoulder distance apart. So however your hands are comfortable. Again, you might like padding under your knees. Beginning to work with your version of cat, down cat and up cat. Continue to work as suits you. Matching to your breath. Down cat on an exhalation. Up cat on an inhalation. Use the movement as a wave if you like. Starting at the tailbone, travelling each vertebra, a turn to the top of the head. Add the visualization if you wish. Visualize as you inhale the prana, this sparkling life, moving from the tailbone up through the body to the top of the head. Because the wave starts each time at the tailbone, the prana visualization is just flowing in one direction from the tailbone to the top of the head. Staying with cat for longer if you wish. Fold to child if that suits you. And when you're ready, we'll come to lie on our fronts for Cobra. Little smile, check you're joining in, enjoying this practice. All these postures are so good for you. Coming onto our fronts for a variation of Cobra now. Have a wriggle the legs away from you, feet about hip distance apart. Going to wriggle the hands forward this time, stretching the fingers forward if your shoulders allow. If that doesn't work for you, just find your normal place for your hands. Forehead on the floor if it will. If that squashes your nose, you could have your chin on the floor. And we'll lengthen into Cobra from here. So the first movement is to just have a sense of pulling yourself forward with your hands and lifting the head slightly. Keep both sides of the neck long. Push the pubic bone into the mat. And then pull yourself forward, return the forehead to the floor. We're going to move the hands one step in. So curl the fingers, put the fingers on the floor, move the hands one step in. You will have to make adjustments now for the elbows, for the shoulders. So if they will, swing the elbows wide, forehead on the floor. We're going to repeat, pulling yourself forward with the hands, push the pubic bone to the mat, lifting the head and as much as the front of the body as will lift, maybe swinging the elbows in, forearms parallel with each other, and returning to the mat once more, lengthening the whole time. Take a step in with the fingers, maybe elbows wider. As you inhale, lifting into your Cobra, coming up a little bit further if it suits you. As you exhale, returning to the mat. Keep going in your own time, periodically stepping in with the fingers. The arms don't have to straighten, depends how flexible you are. If you feel your hands are now too close to your body, just take them further away. One step more in with the hands, pulling yourself forward, shoulders down away from the ears, inhaling and lifting, exhaling, returning down. Always that sense of lengthening forward as you lift and lower. Continue with variations of Cobra, finding the place you like your hands the best. Elbows can be lifted or elbows on the floor. And settle into your version of Cobra. If you like Cobra, you have a little wriggle there, gentle twist if your back's happy with a gentle twist. When you've worked enough for you, returning to the floor, resting for a moment, or if your back wants you to, pushing up onto hands and knees and into child. Just resting for a moment now, wherever it suits you. If you wish, you could put that visualization in. The inhalation draws your sparkling light, life energy from the toes to the top of the head. And the exhalation returns that life energy sparkling all the way through the body, each place in turn, from the head to the feet. Bringing light, happiness and peace. Coming now to down dog or plank posture if dog isn't for you. Once more onto your hands and knees. Tuck the toes under. Inhale, stay still. And exhale, down dog. Have a gentle wriggle here if you want to. Settle into your version of down dog. You might like to do this as a moving posture as you exhale, down dog. As you inhale, hands and knees. Notice how different this is depending on how far you take your bottom back. So if the bottom's far back and you're lifting, there's lovely work happening there in the legs. Only joint moving is the knees. If that's too much, bring the bottom a little bit further forward. As you're working with down dog, experienced yoga practitioners can take their socks off, because grip between the feet and the mat is really useful in down dog. Very experienced people would have taken their socks off even before they started. So variation of down dog now, if you wish, is when you come down, move the hands one step further forward. Take the bottom back if you wish. Inhale, stay still. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, hands and knees. Take the hands one step forward. Inhale, still. Exhale, down dog. Return to the mat. If your mat is grippy, maybe you've got another movement forward. It's quite an extreme version of down dog. Just don't fall off the end of your mat. And after a while, perhaps bring the hands in each time. If this doesn't suit you, if it's too much for your shoulders, just work with a more standard variation of down dog. So match to your breath if you wish. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, hands and knees. And perhaps continuing to bring the hands closer to you each time. Until your down dog almost feels like a forward bend. Quite hard work. We'll rest for a moment in child or any other place you'd like. It's quite strong on hands and wrists. You could rotate the wrists. Could crunch the hands up. Begging dog posture. Going to come onto our fronts once more, this time for bow posture. Again, if you need extra blanket or anything underneath to make yourself comfortable, feel free to do so. Coming to lie on your front, this time we'll have one hand on top of the other and rest the forehead on the backs of the hands. With bow posture, the focus is on the legs. So bend one knee if you want to. Push the pubic bone into the mat and endeavour to lift the knee. Might not lift. If you're prone to cramps in the thighs, you might prefer a straighter leg. Have a breath or two there and swapping over sides. Endeavour to keep the pelvis level. It's much easier to do this posture by tilting the pelvis. You feel you're lifting the leg a long way, but you're not reaching the relevant muscles here, which are back of the thigh, buttocks, lower back. If you keep the pubic bone pushed into the mat, you'll stretch the muscles at the front of the thigh as well. So alternating legs as suits you. If you want to work more strongly, you could lift both legs at once. Shoulders, head, relax. And the legs don't have to lift very far. They don't have to lift at all. Take care with back issues. If at any time you want to push up onto hands and knees, you can do so, but if you have done, join in again. So those movements encourage strength, building strength in the back of the lower back, buttocks, thighs. This next movement is for flexibility. So bending one leg, pushing down on the hands so the front of the body lifts, and taking one hand behind you. And if your arms are long enough, you may be able to reach your foot, your ankle, or your trousers. If they're not long enough, you could just lift and hold like this. If they are long enough, push the pubic bone into the mat and maybe lift the knee and smile. This is half bow posture. Ensure you're still breathing. It's harder to breathe in this posture because you're lying on your tummy. Swapping over sides when you're ready. If you like that, you may like both hands at once. If you push the feet into the hands, it helps lift the front of the body. As you breathe, you may find you can experience a rocking movement. Hard work. And the rocking movement is caused by the breath entering and expanding the diaphragm downwards. Finding a place to rest, maybe on your front, maybe onto hands and knees, and child or swan once more. Fantastic, well done. And that's the end of the first part of this day. So if you've done enough yoga for you today and would like to relax now, choose a relaxation to do. Maybe that prana visualization we did at the beginning of this video. If you'd like to continue with this video today, day 4, I don't know how they line up on YouTube, but you want to look for day 4, part B. Okay. Thank you.